80% of brides that I see, they don't make wedding planning mistakes. They make wedding timing mistakes. What's up, everybody? Ajay Monaktala with Special Occasions DJ and Lighting, Southern California's Indian wedding experts. And today, I want to talk to you about how you should get started with your Indian wedding planning process. Here are the 5 things that you need to do immediately after you get engaged. And just like they say in a courtroom drama, order counts. If you do them in this order, you'll save a lot of time, money, and stress. Having worked over 1,000 weddings, I see bride and grooms make these mistakes all the time. And the goal of this video is to make sure that you don't have to. Number 1, your guest list. As we know, in South Asian culture, your guests come first. I know it seems counterintuitive to think about your guest list first, even before your venue, but trust me, visas to America get rejected all the time. The last thing you want is your grandmother not being able to travel to your wedding. Make your guest list and figure out who's coming, from where, and all their special needs, and everything else will come into place. You don't even need the RSVP, but make sure you know who you're inviting to your wedding before anything else. For example, a lot of couples in America plan a wedding in India and then later realize that their best man, who happens to be Pakistani, can't make it. Once you have the who, now it's time for the where. So number 2, location. Once you figure out who's coming to your wedding, you can figure out a location that's convenient for everyone and also friendly for an Indian wedding. The last thing you want after picking a location is to find out that you can't find a vendor that can make masala chai or garlic naan for your guests. Auntie's gonna be angry if she doesn't get her chai. Number 3, your venue. We've got your guests, we've got your city, now we're at your venue. When shopping around for a venue, keep a couple things in mind. Ask yourself whether you want to have an outdoor ceremony, a beachside ceremony, an outdoor sangeet or gala, and if you want Indian food. These are all things that you want to keep in mind when shopping around for a venue, so make sure that your venue can accommodate. For example, many locations in America won't allow an outside caterer, and if they can't cook Indian food, you're stuck with what they have to offer. You call that a samosa? It tastes like a puff pastry. So now that you've locked down your venue, it's time to figure out when your wedding's gonna be. Let's lock down a date. Keep a couple things in mind. When planning an Indian wedding, oftentimes families and different cultures will cross-reference star dates and horoscopes with when your wedding should be. You may need to cross-reference that with your location's availability. On average, we work with about 20 to 30 brides a month. And to be honest, they take about a month or so to lock down a date. So if you're taking a little bit longer or shorter than that, don't worry about it. When those auspicious dates line up with your venue's availability, there could be several people looking to book the location on the same date. So when all those things align, it's time to make a decision. Lock it in.
Okay, beta, listen, your dates are aligning and we need to book the wedding on May 23rd because I'm working a wedding on May 25th in Hawaii.
We got your guests, we got your city, we got your venue, and now we got your date. Now it's time to start planning your wedding. Go ahead and get on Pinterest or Instagram and look for your favorite makeup artist in that city. If your wedding's in Cancun and they got amazing photographers out there, there's no need to fly one out. If the Waikiki Hyatt has way better Indian food options than the Maui Hilton, then keep that as a factoring decision. So we got the who, the what, the where, and the when. And the goal for this video was to show why we do it in this order. To be honest, it seems nice to put your guests first just out of custom, but it just makes financial sense. Once you have your guest list figured out, your wedding planning process just starts to take shape. Well, I hope that helps, guys. I'm Ajay Monaktala. For more tips, please make sure that you do subscribe. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments below.